Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for tonight's main event. 10 rounds among heavyweights, and the anticipation for this bout has grown as the week has gone on. A lot of talk behind these two. Now it's time to walk the walk. George Foreman's making his way to the ring now, and he looks very focused for this fight. Muhammad Ali's entourage has that look on their face. They know they've put the work in, and you can see how confident they are for the battle that lies ahead.
Introducing first, with a record of 76 tries, with 68 knockouts and 5 losses, by way of Marshall, Big George Foreman. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of Louisville, the greatest of all time, Muhammad.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This is a 10-rounder. Power puncher facing a high-stamina guy, a well-conditioned guy. How can a well-conditioned fighter best guard his body so that the power puncher isn't targeting it?
Well, move it. Get on his bicycle a little bit. Don't stay right in front. If that power puncher is the power puncher, that's his strength. But his weakness is he probably has to have you right in front. Give him angles.
If that keeps up, this is going to be a good night. The right hand scored by Muhammad Ali. What a shot, the uppercut from Big George.
Watch that!
A hammering hook by George Foreman.
Punch and move! Punch and move!
Good flush shot upstairs. Overhand right can be so effective. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
Halfway through this round here. George Foreman's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. A clean, crisp right hand by Muhammad Ali. Keeping him honest with a double jab up top. George Foreman, of course, took part in one of the most famous fights of all time, the Rumble in the Jungle. What could he have done differently to have changed that outcome?
Nothing. Ali got into his head. That Ali made him believe that he could not beat him. That Ali made him believe that he had to submit. Because for years after that, days and hours and years, he had to deal with the knowledge that he gave in to a guy who was more together mentally than he was.
Working the jab!
Last 10 seconds of this first round.
You need to use your head head, okay? Side to side. Lean to the side, then boom! Kind of dump yourself. Still win this one.
Nice work, kid. Good job in that round. Listen to me. You're not giving me enough punches, okay? Throw more punches. Jab, jab, hook.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Foreman's inability to hit the target is really making him look silly right now. He's throwing plenty of punches, just none of them are landing.
No, he's throwing them too wide, too far away, and what's going to be worse, right now he's only getting frustrated, maybe embarrassed, as you touched on, but what's going to be worse is when he starts getting counted in between them.
Yeah, that's it.
Foreman dismisses that with a block.
Finish with the hook.
Move your head.
Muhammad Ali with a huge right hand. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Muhammad Ali. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. They're sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. What a nice big right hand from Muhammad Ali. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
Hands up, hands up.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Muhammad Ali. Ali's using that jab well very early on here, Teddy. That could be a big benefit to him tonight.
Well, it's supposed to be, Joe. He has a real good wingspan. I mean, he's got those long arms. No better way to put him to use than to use that jab and use that jab at the right distance.
Good job with the left hand. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Muhammad Ali.
Range, range.
A little head hunting with the right. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Stay away from attaboy.
10 seconds to go in this round. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Certainly don't stand in front of it.
And round number 3 is underway. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by George Foreman.
Taking too many punches. Hands up.
And now he's targeting upstairs. Foreman's right hand scores well that time.
Oh, keep your feet
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger. but still close enough to then land the counter punch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range, know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Teddy, many famous fighters, especially heavyweight champions, are known for their signature punch, like Rocky Marciano and his Suzuki. But for Muhammad Ali, he's known for his signature shuffling of the feet, the Ali shuffle.
Yes, he is. And, you know, it makes me think a little bit sort of like if you were going to buy a real fancy car. You know, when somebody wants to sell you something, wants you to believe in them, they give you something first, maybe a band or entertainment, and then they take you into the showroom. And, you know, now you're ready to see the car. Well, that's what that is. That's the band. That's the entertainment. And then the show is about to begin. And it's an unbelievable show with those quick hands and those combinations.
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Able to dismiss that body shot. Look at Muhammad Ali and his ability to avoid punches here. He's got it every which way. He's slick, he's smooth, he blocks and parries. Good defense. Really good job by Ali. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand.
Circle him. Move.
Good flush shot by George Foreman. Ali blocks it.
Keep moving.
Nice strike after catching one by George Foreman. 10 seconds to go in this third round. Very well done by both men to fire off those right hands.
I'm not going to stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me? Let me know.
Fighting his fight. You're fighting on the inside with this guy. I want you to use the ring and keep your distance. Keep boxing just like that. You're gonna take this one.
This is a classic example we're seeing here as we start round number 4 of just the busier guy taking the fight. He's up 3 rounds to zip on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, my concern, though, Joe, I have one little concern.
What's
there.
that?
Well, is he winning the battles, but maybe going to lose the war because he's really wearing himself out. He's working so hard to get things done. Down the road, does he pay a price?
Ali with a right hand. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Stay on the outside.
More than one punch downstairs, that can be damaging.
Look off the
He
jab.
clinches when he gets to the inside.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Ali's combination punching is working well here. return. Nice work by Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali's chosen a path here where he will not stand toe-to-toe opposite his opponent. He's using some very good movement here.
Yeah, he is. He's using those feet. He's using those wheels real well. But the key here is where to use them. He has to make sure that he breaks it off to the side every once in a while, not straight back. Otherwise, he'll get timed.
That's it.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Muhammad Ali. Ali's got to feel good about himself after that last round. He really damaged his opponent.
Okay, keep boxing. You're doing great. You're making it hard for him to hit.
You gotta watch the water in the corner. Too much.
Strickland, don't stand in front of him. No need to get excited.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Comes right back at him with a left hand. George Foreman's work rate is very high. I looked at the punch stats, and you can see that he's a busy guy. I don't think he's an effective guy, though. A lot of these aren't landing.
Well, you have a reason to think that, Joe. Guess what? I agree. They're not landing.
Well played, straight right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Keep that head moving. Keep it going. There you go.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Foreman's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Ali's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch.
Come on, kid, focus.
A well-targeted classic 1-2 by Muhammad Ali. Ali's hand speed is the difference here. I mean, that's what that combination was all about.
Yeah, purely speed. He just got off faster, sooner.
Nothing there on the punch by George Foreman.
Keep working the body.
We come to the end of this round, and for this fighter, I think that's a good thing because I was looking at him there, Teddy, and it looked like he was breathing in and out of his mouth for most of that round.
Yeah, and that's a bad sign. That means that the gas tank is a little low. He's low on petrol.
I don't want you to slug it out with this guy, all right? Keep your range. Jab, jab, right, okay?
Halfway through the scheduled rounds here. Ali's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Okay, pay him back.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Keep working your body.
Muhammad Ali's given us a good showcase of defense here tonight, especially up top. His head movement is just sublime.
And his opponent's cooperating with him a little bit because he's getting frustrated. He's looking for that big shot, and he's continuing to miss. He's making no adjustments. A guy's moving his head. You know what you want to do a little bit?
What's that?
Well, you want to feint him a little bit. Make him make a premature move. And then when he moves to either side, then you time him with a punch. Don't just go out there flailing away.
Finish with the hook.
Still not moving enough. Move, move.
And round 6 comes to an
Slug it
end.
out with this guy, all right?
You sit ringside long enough and you get a sense at what the scorecards are going to look like. I mean, sometimes they throw you off a little bit. But we know who should be ahead on the scorecards in this fight.
Yeah, and he does too, and his opponent does too, and you see it in his body language. He's starting to get a little discouraged a little bit. And of course, you see also that the guy winning right now, he's starting to behave like a guy that's winning. He's staying outside a little more, using those feet a little bit more, almost going into that kind of prevent defense you see in football.
That's all. You need to...
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man, completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been.
Left to right, left to right, left to right.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Muhammad Ali's ability to utilize this jab, fighting on the outside, has been so critical in what we've seen on the scorecards so far. Why so, Teddy?
Because it's not a common jab. You know, he reminds me, believe it or not, of Hector Camacho, the former junior lightweight champion, because he throws a trip hammer jab. You know, usually you turn that jab over, you know, counterclockwise, but he doesn't turn it over. He just drops it down. It just drops straight down. There's no warning, and boy, it's been landing.
Well, he ties up there. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by George Foreman.
Relax.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Muhammad Ali.
In and out. In and out.
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by George Foreman.
Range.
You see how he does that right there? How he just pushes away. And what a clever combination by Muhammad Ali. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by George Foreman. And the round comes to an end.
Straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body.
Don't stand toe-to-toe with this guy. You gotta keep your distance, all right? It's over. He's tight. He's got nothing left. I mean, just go for the head. Knock him out. He's done.
Ali's been making a point of working harder. He's the busier fighter, throwing more punches. And as we start round number 8, he's up big on Teddy's scorecard.
Well, he's getting a little opposition. I mean, the other guy must have a big bank account or something. You know what the other guy's corner should do?
What?
They should tell him that he just got a phone call from his wife. And guess what? All the money's gone.
They got to create urgency.
All the money's gone. You know, something happened. Your accounts are all zero. You better start fighting.
Really good work right there, landing the two punches in sequence by Muhammad Ali.
Body shots.
Ali's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Here's something that's a key factor now, and that is his ability to simply defend himself. He's doing a wonderful job at it.
Yeah, he is, and that gives him the ability to always be fresh and confident round after round since he's not taking a lot of punishment.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by George Foreman. is Boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by George Foreman. Nice block by Foreman.
It's all right. Keep moving.
This has been an absolutely dominating performance by Muhammad Ali, and he's doing it the way that judges like for it to be done, with clean and effective punching.
Yeah, making their job a little easier.
All right, listen. You need to create more punches, okay? Let me start your thrust. Just right down the middle.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going to distance based on what we've witnessed so far.
Keep moving.
Off target with that hook.
Circle him. Move.
Nice jabs there by Muhammad Ali. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Wow, what a turnaround. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted, never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot. Ali still has to be careful here, Teddy, but it does appear that he's not on wobbly legs any longer.
No, it does. And it also appears that he has a more serious attitude. He's not clowning like he was earlier.
Good block by George.
Hey, keep your hands up.
Nice exchange. Both right hands landed. Parries that punch intended for the head. Foreman's hit by a counter punch there. A good performance tonight by Muhammad Ali, and you can see how calm and confident he is between rounds.
Yeah, he's like a guy driving on the highway. I mean, he's just driving along, he's on cruise control. But that's what he has to be careful, that he doesn't fall asleep at the wheel.
Listen, I don't want to see you against the ropes. As soon as you feel ropes, move out. Oh, that was good. That was good. You took a lot out of him that round. Just keep that up.
They put forth a good effort throughout. Now one more meeting. The final round is here. Nice defense. Good block by George Foreman. smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Muhammad Ali's trainer is telling him, hey, just stick with what you've been doing. Yeah, but what he was doing caused him to get rocked earlier.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make it an adjustment. Now, they don't feel it's time yet, but that time's coming. It's coming quick.
Watch that!
Way to block there. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by George Foreman. Foreman's gas tank may be heading towards empty here.
Yeah, and I don't see any gas station in the nearby vicinity.
Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by George Foreman. He just missed that shot up top.
Double up your chance!
Blocks the headshot. Targeting that jab with the right hand behind him. Teddy, who would have ever thought it? Two guys like this, brawlers, punchers, that it would go to a decision.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you thought you were going to get a fireworks display, and you wind up getting a little bit of painting.
This was a sure and steady effort by Muhammad Ali tonight, and it earns him a unanimous decision win. Teddy, your scorecard reflects that as well.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever a question of who was going to win. It was how. Was it going to be knockout or unanimous decision? We got it the right way.
Yeah, good one for the fans. Glad you tuned in to see it with us. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us.